Yo guys, this is a re-upload. The video I uploaded last night at 2 AM had a bunch of mistakes on it, so I decided to take it down and re-upload it, so please enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my semi-annual YouTube video. Very glad I spent so much money and time trying to catch up in Warframe so I could make a lot of relevant videos. Anyway, today I'm bringing you the best builds for all of the Fatalis weapons, and surprise surprise, most of his weapons are best in class, and surprise surprise, most of them use his full set. So a lot of the skills you're going to be seeing in these builds will be personal preferences / recommendations for skills that weapon could use, just things that weapon would want. Anyway, let's get started. Timestamps will be in the video description, but you know, I'm poor, so I might forget to put them there, and then you have to watch the whole video. That would be unfortunate, huh? Anyway, the Greatsword is called the Black Fatalis Blade, and to get it to 100% affinity, we're going to need at least one level of maximum might on top of all of our usual crit enhancing skills. But you have all the damage boosting skills, agitator, attack boost, crit boost, etc. And for the skills on top of all of that, you have max focus, which is nice, not having to use +2, just having it max. And I opted for max evade window since you do roll a lot on Greatsword to cancel your attack recovery animations, and is your main option to avoid attacks, so it's pretty good. And I slotted in one level of coalescence, but you can put whatever else you want in here. Moving on, we have Longsword, the Fatalis Zagiz Spanin. For this I opted to have evade window to improve our foresight slashes, and quick sheath for our special sheath cancels, and one level of coalescence. This is on top of everything else that we want. This is truly, in my opinion, the final form of Longsword, honestly. You have EI slashes on deck, you got foresight slashes on deck, you got damage on deck, like 100% crit, bro. I don't know. It's really good. The only thing I would change is maybe having a little bit more sharpness. You do have true razor sharp, which gives you like 90 hits of purple with this thing, which is about the same as a Latrion, but you know. Next up, we have Sword and Shield, the true Fatalis Sword. This one does not use his full set because we are going for a Frostcraft build, baby. I will have to update this one whenever AT of Elkana comes out, but for now, this is the set. You have Evade Window 3, which helps with the backstep, and 2 levels of Divine Blessing, which are always nice. Now we have Dual Blades, the Dual Fatalis Skies. This is one of the weapons that I fucked up in my original upload because I did not use Crit Boost. Anyway, with this set you have all of your damage boosting skills, now including Crit Boost, as well as Tool Specialist 5, which you can sub for anything else you might like, and Evade Window 5. You also have 2 levels of Handicraft for 600 hits of purple, and 2 levels of Marathon Runner for quality of life. Now if you're going up against a Dragon Week monster, you can forgo the Tool Specialist and use this set instead, if you prefer as well. Next, we have Hammer, the Fatalis Demolisher. With this you have Max Evade Window and Slugger 5, as well as Airborne and 1 level of Coalescence. Like, you literally have everything you could ever want on a hammer in this set. Next we have Hunting Horn, the Fatalis Menace Wailer. This thing has Attack Up Large Songs and all melody effects extended, which, if you didn't know, is amazing. It also looks amazing. With this set, you have a max Horn Maestro to make those songs last even longer, and you have max Evade Window. I put in Wide Range in this set because, well, if you're playing Hunting Horn in a group, this is really nice. You usually kind of play a bit of a support role, but if you just play DPS or you don't play co-op at all and you want a little bit more of an optimized set, then you can use this one instead. Next, we have Lance. For this, you have max Guard, Offensive Guard, and Guard Up, as well as max Evade Extender on top of all of your damage skills. The dream setup for Lance. Next we have Gunlance. This is a normal 7 Gunlance, but with the Fatalis armor you can build it for both shelling and poking, so you have max artillery and earplugs as well as capacity boost, and 100% crit with Evade Extender and Evade Window. Next, we have Switch Axe, the true Fatalis End. In this set, I was able to fit in max Evade Window, Power Prolonger, 1 level of earplugs, and level 5 Tool Specialist. Now, don't get me wrong, this is really good. It's better than the Elatrion Switch Axe build I made. But with the Safi Axe, you are able to fit in max Speed Eating, or some other combo deco skill that you might like, and you have much more comfortable sharpness, on top of some Blast procs or Para procs if you decide to go with Paralysis Switch Axe. And this is all because of that huge chunk of negative affinity that you cannot shave off of the Fatalis Switch Axe completely, so I definitely recommend that you use Safi instead. Now we have Charge Blade, the true Fatalis Charger. This is is one of the weapons that I screwed up in my original upload as well, because I forgot to add capacity boost. But anyway, now it has it along with all of your raw boosting skills and 100% crit, and this also has level 3 guard and max offensive guard for those juicy SAED spams. I also made this, which is more focused on Savage Axe mode, so I opted for handicraft instead of offensive guard, since you really aren't going to be blocking in Savage Axe anyway. But even then I included guard 3, so you're not naked on defenses, and you can guard point if you need to. Next up, we have Insect Glaive, the true Fatalis Diaus. For this, I slotted in 4 levels of evade window, but you can slot in anything else you might want. This also has max power prolonger, 1 level of max might, which will make use out of when you're on the ground during DPS, but you also have airborne in this set to make up for the lack of crit in the air. I also have 1 level of flinch free, because when you have all 3 Kinsect buffs, having 1 level of flinch free gives you 3 hidden levels of earplugs, so all we have to do is slot in 2 extra jewels of earplugs, and now we have max earplugs as well, which is really nice, as well as the level of flinch free, because you do get interrupted a lot when you're, using Insect Glaive. You try to go for a contested spot when you're playing co-op, so this is really nice. Next, we have Bow, the Bow of Vice and Violence. Dude, this thing is so bad. Like, I'm not even going to show a build for it. Next, we have Light Bowgun, the Fatalis Depths. The only use I found out of this bowgun is using it as a sticky 3 bowgun, but unfortunately, it only has +2 recoil on sticky 3s, not +1. But every other ammo type sucks on this thing, so yeah. To get to the sticky damage cap on this thing, you need all of your buffs, aka Demon Drug, Seed, and Powder, as well as an attack up large meal with Feline Bombardier. And if you have all of that, you only need 22 raw out of your skills to cap out the damage. And you can achieve this in one of 2 ways that I have found to be most optimal. The first one is using Agitator 6, but of course this relies on the monster being agitated, which, let's be honest, he's almost always going to be, so yeah. The other one is with Peak 3 and 1 level of attack boost, but this of course relies on you being max HP, so it's up to you. Either way, you have pretty much every skill you could possibly want on Sticky LBG. You have Artillery 5, Slugger 5, Max Evade Window, Max Evade Extender, Max Earplugs, Ammo Up, and Special Ammo Boost. Not to mention, remember that Fatalis set bonus, the 4P set bonus, gives you true spare shot, so you have all of that on top of true spare shot, so there's literally nothing else better out there. And finally, we have the heavy bowgun, the Vor Buster. Now you can use this thing for 2 different ammo types, spread 3 or normal 3. Either way, the only thing that changes are the mods and the ammo decos. So if you're going to use it for spread 3, then obviously use spread shot decos, but you want to mod it for 3 recoil suppressors so you get +1 on spread 3s. And if you're going to use it for normal 3s, then use, well, normal shot decos. And you're going to want to mod it for at least 2 reload assists so that you have normal reload on normal 3s. But you can also mod it for 3 reload assists for fast reload on normal 3s. But I recommend going for a normal reload so that way you can slot in 2 close range ups, which is a lot more damage. Other than that, you also have max evade window and evade extender because you can't run shield on these things. And that's it. Feel free to bookmark this video and come back in 3 weeks when you've managed to kill Fatalis enough times to make his armor sets, layers, and weapons. Anywho, I want to thank my patrons for their extreme patience and their continuous support. It really means the world to me, guys. And I want to thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go play Genshin Impact. You never see it coming. Yeah, boy.